This is CBC Here and Now.
We started experiencing multiple fires along the pole line that's basically coming up behind the health science.
We kind of implemented our evacuation plan.
Again, with the wind conditions and the dryness in the area today, of course, it didn't take long for it to spread.
Water bombers and firefighters tackled several fires at once. The fire started this afternoon behind the Health Sciences Center in St. John's.
We're down at Rocket Bakery where Dave Rowe is getting his accordion set up for a special weekly event they have here called Accordions and Fish Cakes. I'm going to tell you all about that coming up on Here and Now.
Good evening and welcome to Here and Now. I'm Carolyn Stokes. A tense afternoon for many in St. John's after a handful of fires broke out in a short span of time. Emergency crews are still working on hot spots and investigators are still trying to figure out how the chaos began. Here and Now's Bailey White is live on the scene of one of those fires. So Bailey, what can you see there now?
Well, Carolyn, you can see behind me a lot of charred trees and still a little bit of smoke. Just a few minutes ago, a water bomber did do another pass over this area. And to give you an idea of the area I'm talking about, the Health Sciences is over here. We're sort of standing at the back of the Memorial University campus. And if you can kind of imagine up over the hill, you would find Mount Scio Road, and those fires spread all the way up to Mount Scio Road today. Now, it has been a hot, dry August, at least by St. John's standards, and it was very windy today. So emergency crews were juggling multiple scenes at once, including one where 15 horses were in danger. Too close for comfort. Not one, but 3 fires and even more hot spots dotted through a patch of forest in the center of St. John's. Firefighters attacked from all sides, and then a water bomber and a helicopter worked in tandem to douse the flames with water and foam, each making several passes in an attempt to snuff the hot spots out for good.
I think we're, hopefully, unless the wind picks up and that, hopefully between the air support and our fire crews that have been working very hard all afternoon to get this under control, that I think we might have it in hand now, hopefully.
Behind the Health Sciences Center near the Autism Society, and not far behind, the Rainbow Riders Horse Barn. Smoke billowed and blew, making these volunteers and staff members a little nervous. Rainbow Riders is a charity organization that helps children with disabilities. They had 15 horses on site when the fire broke out. The team began calling around for trailers in case they needed to evacuate.
Getting them for 15 horses is no easy feat, but as you can see, we managed to get enough, and so what we're doing is making sure that the horses are kept calm, and because certainly there's a lot of noise and chaos right now, so that was our first concern, is to get them looked after.
So I talked to a firefighter earlier today who told me that given how windy it has been, it wouldn't be surprising if these fires spread simply by jumping through that wind. But the RNC is investigating. They want to know if somebody set these fires intentionally. And so they're asking anyone with information to come forward. Perhaps you were walking on one of these trails today and saw something suspicious. They'd like you to come to police or to Crime Stoppers. Reporting live for Here and Now, I'm Bailey White in St. John's.
Emergency crews responded to another fire at a personal care home in Portugal Cove, St. Phillips this morning, the second fire to happen there in 3 days. Police and firefighters were called to Murphy's Personal Care Home on Dogberry Hill Road around 4:30 this morning. A fire started in the basement. There's no word on the cause and no injuries were reported. Newfoundland power crews have cut power to the property. Now, the first fire was electrical. It started early Sunday morning, forcing the 14 residents out of the home. That fire was in a different part of the basement than this morning's fire.
The residents were back in the home. After the event a few nights ago, they were evacuated for the night. The owner had brought in an electrician, as what I was told earlier this morning, and everything was checked out, but obviously something else has occurred there now. The residents were back in, and now they're out again. Everyone got out okay. Happy to say that part worked fine. All the residents got out. and the owner has them at her home, I believe.
Well, as Bailey mentioned a little bit earlier, it was quite windy today in the St. John's area. 63 km/h gust was recorded, and we're still kind of seeing some of that wind across the province, really 52 km/h for Twillingate, and then even up through Labrador as well with these windy conditions. Now, temperatures today, though, not bad, actually quite around seasonal for this time of year. 18 degrees for St. John's, similar temperatures right across the board, even up through Makkovik, sitting at 15 degrees, and Lab City right now at, or rather 10 degrees this afternoon. So we are seeing some rain moving through, even some lightning showing up for the Burin Peninsula. That heavy rain is headed towards the eastern portion of the island, and eventually we'll start to see some of that rain for the Avalon, but I'll have all those details coming up.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, the town of Paradise has agreed to help relocate a resident after a major raw sewage spill last month.
When we came out, it was about 30 feet in the air. It was spraying up from the pumps, raw sewage. So we got covered and the land got covered.
And that's what happened when pumps at the sewage lift station next to Jim Clark's home failed. Raw sewage sprayed Clark and his family and his home. His Paradise property has been flooded with sewage several times over the years, but Clark says this time is by far the worst. Today, he tells CBC that the city is helping him relocate, but he's still hoping for more. Here and Now's Meg Roberts caught up with Clark this afternoon.
Can you tell me what the town has told you?
Well, the town told me that they're going to have a meeting tonight after the public meeting, just for the councillors. And at that meeting, they're going to discuss possibly giving us a rental property to stay in for now, and also discuss if they're going to buy us out or not.
Can you talk to me a little bit about that? Is that one of your biggest concerns, getting rid of this house?
Yes, getting out of here and getting some peace in our life. We've had sewage problems backing up into the house and over our land since 2006, and this is the 6th or 7th time. So it's getting really hard on us.
Obviously, you've realized that you won't be able to sell this place.
Totally unsellable. There's no doubt about it.
Can you explain to me what this experience has been like for you and your family?
It's caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. My wife, she's had medication for stress and anxiety, and she's had to have to get that increased to deal with this. It's given us hardship between each other and a lot of stress and anxiety. It's just a horrible way to live.
Tell me what's happening behind you here now.
The flex hose busted on the pumps last Wednesday evening. So now they hard piped it in, and today is the first time they ran these pumps since that. So they're running about 10 or 15 minutes now.
What do you feel like looking at that when they turn those pipes back on?
It's a horrible feeling. I'm just waiting for it to break again, and then cover our land with sewage again and possibly our house.
What's it like living in a place where you know all of your property is covered in feces?
Well, it's actually horrendous. I mean, you can imagine how we feel with our grandkids here, and we have animals as well. And not only that, but we're told Friday past by the Director of Infrastructure that if the land is dry and there is disease there, that it becomes airborne if it's dry. So he told us he's going to get billed for over the weekend with a fire hose, which you can see they have there now, and water it down. And that didn't happen. And this weekend's one of the driest weekends we had. So that's a concern for me. I wish they would just come back and say, listen, we're going to buy you out, go find yourself a house, which would be ideal. Instead of moving us out into something else, and moving us out of that into something else, I just wish it would be over.
And that's Here and Now's Meg Roberts speaking with Jim Clark. Now, the town of Paradise is holding its council meeting right now, but staff tells CBC News that the sewage issue is not on tonight's agenda. The town estimates it's spending $50,000 a day to truck sewage away from the station.
I've watched a lot of its sculptures. A lot of them have disappeared because the way people do things nowadays is that they start over again.
A pilgrimage to another time and era. Later in the show, we'll tell you about an artist from Ottawa who traveled to Gander to see a sculpture his father created more than 6 decades ago. We have dashcam footage of a close call to share with you. It was taken by a commercial truck driver who says what you're about to see is a scary sight, but one that he sees every day. Tony Power had just passed Bayvert Junction Monday night when he saw headlights in the oncoming lane, and watch as the vehicle passes Power's transport truck, narrowly missing that oncoming transport truck in the process. Power says he sees plenty of close calls. He says drivers on 2-lane highways need to realize that if you're passing a larger vehicle, you likely can't see what's ahead, and that puts everyone at risk. Police are staying tight-lipped after responding to a disturbance in downtown St. John's. One man was taken to hospital after an incident around 2 p.m. this afternoon in the area of Livingstone Street and Carter's Hill. Police could not confirm or elaborate on the extent of his injuries. The RNC cordoned off several houses in the neighborhood with police tape. Police are looking for CCTV footage from the area to help with what they call an active investigation. A sexual assault and harassment case is now in the hands of a provincial court judge. John Roberts is a business owner. Back in 2017, he unsuccessfully ran to become mayor of Paradise. Now he's facing serious criminal charges, including assaulting a woman with a beer bottle during a consensual sexual encounter. He's also accused of harassing that same woman over a period of months. During the trial, the defense attacked the credibility of the complainant, while the Crown argued she was a victim stuck in a cycle of violence. Roberts denies the charges and declined to comment today. The judge is scheduled to deliver her verdict later this month. Well, the federal leader of the NDP visited St. John's today. Jagmeet Singh unveiled some of the promises that will be part of his party's campaign in the October election. 300,000 new jobs across Canada, a national pharmacare program, and improvements to EI. Singh says many people are finding it tough financially. He blames past decisions by Liberal and Conservative governments. Right now, the NDP is trailing behind in candidates. So far, they have candidates in only half of the 338 ridings. In this province, only 2 candidates of 7 ridings have been declared. Singh says they're looking for diversity.
One of the reasons why it's taken us so long is we want to change the status quo. And the status quo is that women are not represented in politics. We don't see a lot of equity-seeking people in politics. And to change that, it's going to take effort, it's going to take work. And we're ready to do that work, we're ready to do things differently. And so one of the things we've done is, by recruiting women, it takes sometimes a lot of work to recruit women. Amazing qualified women will often say, no, I can't do this, I'm not ready for it. But they're incredibly qualified, and it takes a little bit of effort to recruit women. Our results or our efforts have paid off, because the results are we've got more than half of our candidates who are women.
Now, Singh's visit comes as the country prepares for a fall election. I met up with him over the noon hour to talk politics, but also to talk about the 5 years he lived in St. John's when he was a child. Well, in other news tonight, an artist from Ottawa made a special visit to the province last week. Renee Price came to Gander to see a family treasure up close. His father was a sculptor who created the Birds of Welcome in Gander's Airport Lounge. CBC's Garrett Berry has this report.
There's 2 other copies of that sculpture that were made after that I've been to visit already. And so I'm kind of like collecting them.
It actually really looks good.
And so this was an opportunity to come to this thing once anyway, because I was a bit worried that following the press and all that, and the last couple of years, that the whole airport was going to be trashed basically, or replaced by a newer, smaller airport. It gives you a bit of goosebumps, And over the years, my father passed away in 2008. I've watched a lot of his sculptures. A lot of them have disappeared because the way people do things nowadays is that they start over again. So I've actually saved a couple of his sculptures from oblivion and had them put in proper locations. And they're big things too. This Walter Annenberg, who was the ambassador to the United States probably in the early 60s, again stopped by here when they were refueling airplanes and was in the VIP lounge and spotted the Birds of Welcome. And being a collector, a philanthropist collector of art and other things, he loved it. So he had some of his friends order 2 other copies of the things that my father made, like I say, that were in these 2 other locations in the United States. And so for my father, that was probably his biggest deal that ever happened, you know.
The figure Price is working on during
he would do it more in the older style of I don't want to call it craftsman, but he would approach architects and sort of say, okay, do you want some art for your building, sort of thing, and if the price is right, he would do it for them. So he got a lot of work through referrals and all that, and this was one of them.
Had Mr. Arthur Price commissioned to do so.
You can sort of see, since a lot of this stuff has evolved over the last few years, where like that Come From Away musical and all that, it's really raised the profile of this whole site, if not the airport itself, indirectly.
Time now to check back in with Here and Now's Jeremy Eaton, who's at the Rocket Bakery tonight for an event that mixes folk, music, and fish cakes. The almost weekly event gives tourists and locals a chance to learn more about our culture. So, Jeremy, when does this all kick off?
It's going to kick off in about 12 minutes. It's supposed to start. Now, earlier in the show, I called it Accordions and Fish Cakes, but Kelly from Rocket Bakery quickly corrected me, and it's called Fish Cakes and Accordions, so I just want to apologize to the fine folks at Rocket Bakery. Now, the accordion is a big part because Dave Rowe, with his accordion, is here. So, Dave, how did you get roped into this?
Well, it was a pretty natural marriage between Rocket and O'Brien's music. Rocket wanted to put together an experience for visitors, and they thought, you know, we got fish cakes and the boys got accordions there next door. Why don't we put something together where people like learn about the accordion, learn how it works, and even get a chance to play it and see what it's like to try their hand at it. Yeah.
So this event has been going on for a little while. Can you walk us through what you do? Because obviously you're not in the kitchen cooking fish cakes. You've got 5 accordions here. So walk us through what you do, Dave.
So basically what I do is play some music for about a half an hour. My father and I entertain the folks, and we'll play instrumentals and sing some Newfoundland songs. I'll play button accordion, but also a little bit of mandolin and banjo. My father played guitar. And so then after the music, then I basically show them how the accordion works. I got an accordion there that I take apart and show them the inside and the guts and all that stuff, and explain how it's different from the piano accordion and how it works. And then the last little bit is folks try it themselves. Yeah.
You've been playing in a number of bands. We were talking about one of the bands. You're in Crooked Stovepipe. You play with your dad. You play with the Grey Sky Boys here at the Rocket Bakery. Why is it so important for you to, teach people who come visit our province about the accordion?
Well, it's important because it's like the quintessential Newfoundland folk music instrument, like traditional music instrument, and it's also kind of unique in Newfoundland. We have a lot of fiddles in Newfoundland. A lot of Newfoundland music is played on the fiddle, but fiddles are everywhere. People come here and they see the button accordion and they're kind of intrigued. They're like, ooh, what is that thing? How does it work? And it's a regular pastime in the store to be educating visitors about the button accordion, why it's so popular here, how it works, and all that sort of thing. So this is a real natural event for me because I'm just really kind of expanding what I do every day in the store and do it here for an hour and a half. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Thanks so much.
You're very
welcome. And we're going to see him and his father, Ted Rowe, in action in a little bit. This is Dave Rowe. I think we said that at the beginning. And now there's a crowd of people behind the camera that you can't see, and they're waiting to get in their seats so they can get at their fish kicks. So we're going to throw it back to you in the studio, Carolyn.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. We'll see you in a bit. Yeah. Something much more serious now.
Yeah, before we get to our weather, the big newsmaker down south, of course, is Hurricane Dorian.
Yeah, a lot of people talking about this. The dangerous storm is finally moving away from Grand Bahama Island, but it's still lashing out. Unreal. Dorian first slammed into the Bahamas on Sunday as a Category 5 storm. It's being reported that almost half of the homes on Grand Bahama and Abaco are either severely damaged or destroyed. That's an estimated 60,000 people who will be in need of food and clean drinking water.
Yeah, so Dorian has weakened a little bit. It's now a Category 2 storm, and it's headed for the east coast of the U.S.
Wow. Incredible images.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it really is. Mm-hmm. So you've been keeping an eye on Dorian, no doubt?
I have been, yeah, all weekend. It was crazy just watching it intensify and more. And yeah, we'll take a look at what we're currently seeing. So Hurricane Dorian has weakened. It's Category 2 now, with winds upwards of 175 kilometers per hour and gusts still close to 215 kilometers per hour. That's in the eye wall. Now, the storm and eye wall has been significantly bigger now. We're already starting to see that tropical storm force winds for Florida. And the big thing with this system, even though it's weakened, is still the storm surge. And this system is going to continue to track up into the Carolinas, could make landfall there as well. Again, with this storm, there's been a number of updates because it's not doing what the forecaster, or at least it's being hard to predict for sure. And it's going to head up the coast as a Category 2 hurricane and then eventually going to head into our neck of the woods potentially. So again, still very early by the weekend, showing a Category 1 storm approaching potentially the Maritime provinces, and then eventually making its way towards us by late Sunday, or rather late Saturday into Sunday. So certainly something that I will be watching over the coming days, and something that you should be looking into as well. So one of the main factors with this storm is what we call a trough, that is the steering. So it's going to get taken and eventually up through our area as we head towards the weekend, and that could affect where it heads. So definitely something that we'll be keeping our eye on. But before we get there, still seeing some seasonal temperatures today. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, 18 degrees for St. John, 17 for Happy Valley Goose Bay, and Nain sitting at 14 degrees. And then currently just dropped a couple of degrees, sitting at 16 right now for most areas. Really not seeing much movement as far as those temperatures go really anywhere across the province. So we are seeing that rain moving in, heavy at times, certainly for the eastern portions of the island. And did see some lightning a little bit earlier. That has ended, but we're going to see this heavy rain make its way towards the Avalon as we head into the overnight hours, and eventually clear in behind that by tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning, for parts of Central. So here's a look at your temperatures overnight tonight. 15 degrees for St. John's, 12 for Corner Brook. So again, not really moving much. Southwesterly, so going to stay quite breezy, anywhere from 30 to 50 kilometers per hour. 2 degrees for Lab City tonight, so another cool night with some rain possible. Those winds will eventually ease, but we are looking at temperatures in the single digits for most of Labrador. And as far as how much rainfall happens tonight, anywhere from 10, probably close to 10 millimeters or upwards of 20 millimeters in some of that heavier rain as we head towards the morning hours. So into tomorrow, not a whole lot happening. We are going to start to see some rain move in for Labrador. Otherwise, potentially seeing a few peaks of sun for the Avalon, and then that chance of showers will continue through the day. But overall, beautiful afternoon, and then we'll start to see that rain move in and head towards the coast of Labrador as well. So your temperatures tomorrow, quite nice, back up into the 20-degree range, 23 for St. John's. Winds are going to ease finally. 24 degrees for Grand Falls. Winds are heading towards the coast, again in that 20-degree range, a little bit cooler down through the south coast. 15 for St. Anthony, 16 for Cartwright, and then we're going to see again that rain move in and hang on to these cooler temperatures for Lab City as well. 9 degrees, southeasterlies 20 to 30 kilometers per hour, and eventually we'll see that rain move towards the coast through the overnight. So that's a look at your forecast. We'll look ahead when I come back.
We haven't seen a lot of representation at the House of Commons that reflects our country. And one of the biggest gaps has been women.
Singh touches down in St. John's. The federal NDP leader vows to have more than 300 candidates in place by next week. Coming up, we talk politics and hear about his personal connection to Newfoundland. Welcome back to Here and Now. I'm here on the west end of St. John's in beautiful Bowring Park with a familiar face in federal politics, NDP leader Germain Singh. Thank you so much for being here.
My
Welcome
pleasure.
back to the province.
Thank you so much. Great to be back.
Well, we're in this location for personal reasons. This is the area that your family moved to when you were just 1 year old, just behind us there. Do you remember any of the time that you spent here at that age?
Absolutely, yeah. I was about 2 years old when I got to this area, and we lived just back here basically on the property of the hospital. My dad was going to medical school here, and this Bowring Park was where we spent so much of my childhood. I remember very vividly hanging out by the duck park, wanting to go across the street, telling my mom, can we go play in the park? This is where I learned how to ride a bike. This is where I learned how to swim. And it's just the amazing access to one of the most beautiful parks, I would say, in the St. John's area, to be right across from it, just living in a house pretty much like that one right there. And that's where we used to live, and this is where we used to play.
And your two siblings were also born in Newfoundland.
Yeah, so now they can properly call themselves Newfoundland and Labradorians because they were both born here in St. John's.
So a long time has passed since you've lived here, but does your family still feel any kind of a connection to the province?
Well, I feel like when you live somewhere, you always feel a bit of an attachment to it. So when I would hear news about Newfoundland and Labrador, you know, it touches me a bit. I want to know what's going on.
I saw the video on the weekend of your brother in Ontario. He was heckled by an anti-Muslim person who had very angry views about that religion. And it made me wonder about what your time was like when you were living here. Did your family face any of that kind of hate or racism when you were in Newfoundland?
No, not that we could recall at all. My mom and dad really loved our time here. We were really welcomed with open arms. There's a certain East Coast hospitality that I think is something that people talk about, but it was what we experienced. I was really proud of my brother's response, if I can be honest. He responded firmly but calmly, denounced that type of racism, but also was really, in his post afterwards, confident about how we can move forward together and how we can build a better society if we take care of one another.
And he's not even Muslim.
No, I mean, we're sick. But one of the things that I always said to him, and I'm really proud that he's carried this spirit, is that when we're faced with Islamophobia, which we often get as someone with a beard and a turban, I never respond by saying I'm not a Muslim, because that somehow suggests that it's okay to do that to a Muslim. I always say that hate is wrong. And the reason is because once we open up the doors to hate, it's something that'll spread and consume everyone.
All right, so let's talk politics now in the federal election. We're about 7 weeks away from the next federal election. It's going to be called any day now, and you have a few challenges ahead of you, one of the challenges being candidates. So how many candidates does the NDP have in place across the country right now?
So we've got about half the candidates, and by the end of next week, we'll have 302. So we'll be about 90% of the way. And so we're absolutely confident that come election time, we'll have all candidates in 338 ridings, so people can surely vote NDP wherever they live. It's taken a little bit of time because we wanted to do things differently. And the reason is because we haven't seen a lot of representation at the House of Commons that reflects our country. And one of the biggest gaps has been women. Women are not represented in politics, and we can't change that by just hoping it'll change on its own. It takes some effort. And I've made this a really big priority for me as leader. I want to recruit more women to run in politics.
Here in the province, you only have, as of today, 2 candidates. How confident are you that you're going to fill the slate here in this province?
Absolutely confident we'll do it. Like I said, we'll have all 338 ridings completed. Really confident about that. And I'm really confident and proud of the fact that we've done it differently by recruiting more women, by recruiting more racialized people. Younger people are recruited in our candidates. And that's something I think people can be proud of. They can look at that and say, hey, you know what? This is a slate of candidates that really reflects all of Canada.
And looking at the Atlantic region, it's also not looking great in terms of numbers and candidates and ridings. There are 8 of the 32 seats in all of Atlantic Canada. No one in PEI, yet 6 in Nova Scotia, no candidates yet in New Brunswick. That seems like a pretty big uphill battle for the Atlantic region. Is Atlantic Canada a priority for you?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm here in St. John's. It's absolutely a priority. I spent a lot of time in Nova Scotia, really focused in on Halifax. We've got a great history of New Democrats representing Atlantic provinces with Megan Leslie, Jack Harris, as I mentioned before, who've really shown when you get a New Democrat, you get someone who's really passionate, who really cares and really holds the government to account and pushes for the things that people need. So I'm confident that people will see in us champions for them, They'll see in us people who care about what people are going through, and our commitments are to make sure we've got universal health care that includes medication coverage for everyone, where we've got affordable housing, and where we fight the climate crisis by creating jobs and opportunities and leaving no worker behind.
And that was federal NDP leader Germain this afternoon in St. John's. Well, sometimes if you want something done, you just have to do it yourself. That was certainly the case for a local do-gooder in Conception Bay North. He saw an old church artifact rusting away and decided he needed to act. Here Now's Adam Walsh has the story.
You know something is important when it gets a quad parade. Earlier this summer, the procession came together to honor the rebirth of a community artifact. A church bell that was just sitting here at the edge of this cemetery, slowly rusting away, forgotten. But not for this crew and their leader, Ron Dwyer. They decided something needed to be done.
I grabbed the bull by the horn and I went on my own and took the chances, and it's back again now, better than ever.
Back at the entrance to the site of Canada's first Methodist church, built in 1769. There was a series of 3 churches built back then. The third was finished in 1871 and could hold 1,400 people. No one knows the exact story of the bell or which of the churches it's from. But like a lot of artifacts, there's no shortage of stories about it.
Well, the bell was at one time was a flower pot for about 40 years. And the bell came across. I was talking to another guy that his grandfather, down through the years, told him that it came across from England, and they was on a schooner and they ran into a big storm and almost lost the bell overboard. Anyway, it finally ended up here in Blackhead.
From a flower pot to sitting in the bushes, Dwyer decided enough was enough.
The bell was about 700 pounds, so it definitely needed help. And we got the help. We got to come out in droves.
Dwyer says there was some confusion at first, but once people knew his intentions were noble, it was all good.
Fellas offered me $4,000 for that bell. I said, no, my son, I sold that bell, I'd be thrown right at her Blackhead. And I would. Other than that, no, it's good. And like I said, the bell is old.
And if you do choose to go head first, regardless of the consequences, doing something for the right reasons often means things can be smoothed over after the fact.
I got Ron and them to sign this letter, and finally I got everything was approved after the fact. Okay? So everything is perfect now, no problems whatsoever. A lot of people has commented on it, saying that it was a very, very good project.
And that seems to be the consensus, that Dwyer went and did a good thing.
Great project. Should have been done long while ago. It's a historic site, and that bell is pretty old.
So the bell is now front and center, thanks to Dwyer and his crew. When asked if he did this for spiritual reasons, Dwyer had this to say.
The ironic part, I'm a Catholic. Well, I'm not married to a United Church Mrs. here, and we have, don't make no difference to me. Religion don't make no difference. I'm pitching to help someone out. That's the way I am.
And that's the reason this bell is no longer rusting in the woods. Adam Walsh, CBC News, Blackhead.
Well, fish cakes and accordions is well underway here at Rocket Bakery, and we're going to learn how this idea came to be. That story coming up after the break.
Welcome back to Here and Now. Well, Rocket Bakery is the place to be if you're in the mood for accordions and fish cakes. Here and Now's Jeremy Eaton is down at the bakery right now. And Jeremy, it sounds like an event that's food for the belly and food for the soul.
Oh yeah, it certainly is. Now the orders have been taken, so there's no fish cakes we can show you right now. But what we can do is talk about it. And that's what people love to do, is to hear other people talk about food. Anyways, that's a terrible joke. Anyway, this is Kelly. She's the owner of Rocket Bakery. Kelly, thanks for having us down here.
Thanks, Jeremy. It's great to have you here.
Now, I apologize to our audience already, but I want to apologize to you. I called it accordions and fish cakes, but it's actually fish cakes and accordions.
Fish cakes and accordions, that's right.
Where did the idea come from?
Well, our Ministry of Tourism wanted tourists to have a really great experience while they were visiting here, so they said, can we come up with an experience? So I thought about our fish cakes, which are like a great, an old dish with our rocket twist on it, and I thought about the O'Briens. So we've got the fish cake and they've got the talent, so we put it together, fish cakes and accordions.
Now you have a crowd here of some tourists, some locals. What's been the reaction this summer to this event?
Well, people love it. They're not sure what to expect, and they, once they've been here and had the music that you hear in the background, then they want to get their hands on it and actually feel what it's like. And for me, it's kind of like doing this, but it's so much fun, and people get a good laugh out of it.
Now, you told the audience before when we were off here, but what's different about your fish cake than, say, a traditional fish cake?
Well, I think traditionally they are fried, so they're dredged in flour first, and we bake ours, so they're not dredged in flour, so folks that have an issue with gluten can eat our fish cakes, and also there's fish in them.
Now, I gotta ask, how many fish cakes do you think you've made? Like, I'm not sure, you got a number, but when did it start? Like, how long? How long have you been tracking it, and how many do you think you've made?
Well, we've been open for about 8.5 years, and we know we're getting close to 160,000 fish cakes. That's a lot of salt pie.
Now, if people see this and they're interested in this event, how can they find out more about it, Kelly?
They can go to our website, which is rocketfood.ca/fishcakes, and sign up there, and or they can come right in here and buy tickets.
So this event runs until the end of September, and the crowd behind us are getting a taste of some music, and they'll soon be getting a taste of some fish cakes. Kelly, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Jeremy.
All right, reporting live for Here Now, I'm Jeremy Eaton at the Rocket Bakery in St. John's.
Thanks, Jeremy. Well, from talented musicians and talented chefs to talented writers, 2 Newfoundland writers are among the dozen authors long-listed for the prestigious Giller Prize. The nominees were unveiled today in St. John's. The annual $100,000 award recognizes the best in Canadian fiction. Megan Gale Coles is nominated for her debut novel, Small Game Hunting at the local Coward Gun Club. She's a playwright in St. John's. And Michael Crummy is nominated for his book, The Innocents. Crummy was previously a finalist for the Giller Prize back in 2001 for River Thieves. The winner will be announced in November.
Been huge for me. Again, and in a different way. Just the visibility, the reach, the new readers, and most of all the time that it affords you to keep writing and to focus on your writing is enormous, and it can't be overstated. Jack Rabinovich gave us a huge, huge gift when he created this prize.
Welcome back, everyone. Quite a cool, windy day today.
Yep. Yeah, it's wasn't too bad. The
Yeah.
wind, yes. I mean, after what
The
was
weekend
a gorgeous
was
weekend.
amazing.
Yeah.
Every day was gorgeous.
It really was. Plenty of sunshine. Hard to believe that meteorological fall started, yes, on September. I know. Fall doesn't actually get here until the end of the month, but
We'll go with that calendar.
Yeah, let's go with that one. We'll take a look at the systems coming up the pipe over the next couple of days. There's a low pressure system that we're seeing right now, which is bringing all of that rain. You can see some clearing in behind it. If we zoom out a little bit, the next weather maker is over the Great Lakes right now, and that's what's going to bring the rain up through Labrador tomorrow night and into the afternoon. And then we do have Hurricane Dorian down just off the coast of Florida right now. And that, again, if you missed it a little bit earlier, may play a role in our weather as we head towards the weekend. Definitely still more than a couple of days away, but certainly something to look into. So here's a look at the forecast for tomorrow. Warmer than what we're seeing today by quite a few degrees, actually. Winds will ease up, which will be nice. And we will see the sun peek out more than likely for parts of Central. Just a slight chance we could see that sun peek out for the Avalon. 23 degrees for St. John's will be the afternoon high. And then up through Labrador, again, that rain moving in. Windy conditions as well, 20 to 30 kilometer per hour winds. Rain and 9 degrees for Lab City. And then staying lovely for the coast, you'll see that rain move in late day. So here it is there. It's going to track overnight for the coast. And then again, we're going to see some unsettled conditions for Thursday for the island by the time the afternoon rolls around. And then again, some more clearing in behind that heading into Friday. So overall, not too bad as far as that forecast goes. But again, the rain tonight, somewhere between 10, maybe 15 millimeters of rain for the Avalon. And then the next system bringing that rain up through Labrador could see upwards of close to 30, maybe even 40 millimeters of rain with that system. Again, that falling tomorrow night and into Thursday morning. So here's a look at your temperatures for Thursday. Not really moving too much, maybe even a degree or two warmer for parts of Central and the Avalon as well. 24 degrees for St. John's, 19 for Corner Brook, 20 up through Cartwright, and then still hanging on to those cool temperatures for Nain, 7 degrees, and then same thing for Lab City through the day. Still holding on to those teen temperatures, though, for Happy Valley Goose Bay, sitting around 18. So over the next couple of days, here's a look at the forecast. We're going to stay into the 20-degree range right through Thursday, as I just mentioned. Dip a little bit into Friday, but it does look like sunshine. And then this forecast still has a lot to be determined, but temperatures do look like they'll be sitting in the teens. And with this and potentially the remnants of Hurricane Dorian, we are looking at windy conditions along with some heavy rain potentially for parts of Central, and really, depending on where it tracks, could be anywhere across the island. 18 degrees for Friday for Central, and then again similar temperatures and forecast heading into the weekend. Same thing for Western Newfoundland, and plenty of sunshine, though, it looks like, for Friday. So certainly the nicest day of the week. And then for Eastern Labrador, temperatures by the time Sunday roll around down to about 8 degrees, and then same thing, but for the next couple of days for Western Labrador, and then eventually you'll peak back up by the time the weekend rolls around. So let's look at your forecast. I've got a pretty great weather photo when I come back.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, a man finished his cross-country trip last night on a unicycle. The 7,500-kilometer trip took Dave Cox about 4 months to complete. He says the hardest part about riding a unicycle is not being able to freewheel down hills, meaning he had to pedal every inch of the way. The CBC met up with him on the Trans-Canada Highway for the last stretch of his journey. He says it's hard to put into words what the trip has been like.
I don't really know. It's like there's so many pieces to it. I think it's really just taught me kind of the value of like community and like communicating with people, and just like how friendly everyone is in this country. I guess that would be the thing that sticks out the most.
Well, a new music festival in St. John's is hoping to give people here a chance to listen to something a little different. The first African Roots Festival started this weekend. The goal was to introduce Newfoundlanders to African music and culture. And there is no better way to do that than with good music and food.
This make me very, very happy when I see many kids wearing African clothes, but they are mixed, like my son. I said, yes, this is what we need to show another face of Africa. For sure, we have war, we have disease, but it's not only this. We have something cool to share too.
I want to know where you're to. This photo was taken, I think you can pretty much guess where it's taken. The skies were alive this weekend. I'll tell you where this is to when we come back.
Welcome back.
We're back
Time
here
to
at
check
Rocket-
in one more time with Jeremy Eaton, who is down at Rocket Bakery in downtown St. John's. How's it going there, Jeremy?
Yeah, very good. We've sat down with our new friends at the worst possible time because the food is coming out. But can I just get your name?
Jean-Louis Giroux.
And your name?
Marie-Claude Fouché.
What do you guys think of this?
It's very nice. It's a taste of Newfoundland. I hope.
It certainly is. Now, this couple is from the province of Quebec. You're from Montreal, but you've been on a bit of a road trip. Can you talk about some of the places you've went?
We went in Natasquan, and after that we came from Bécomo to Labrador until after that we crossed to Anson Meadows, and after that we came down to Gros and Trout River, and after that we went to Fogo Island.
Fogo Island,
Fogo Island.
And where else?
Twillingate, Trinity, pretty well all over the place. And we still have the south of Avalon to do. So
we did the north of Avalon, and now we will drive through the south of Avalon.
So what's been your favorite part so far?
We really like the area around Germain. There's a small village there, Woody Point. We really fell in love there. We were supposed to spend 1 day there, and we ended up spending 2 days. There was what's the name of that group? The
Dark by Five.
Dark by Five from and they were doing there's 2 shows in an old church, and that was very nice. We really enjoyed that.
Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for telling me the story. I wish you safe journey back. You've done more than many Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. So I'm going to throw it back to the studio and let this very sweet couple get to eating their fish cakes.
Yeah.
Thanks,
right
Jeremy.
over there, waiting for us.
That was a lot of driving around the island
Absolutely.
and Labrador. Wow, that's a great trip.
It is a great trip.
Yeah, you need to get out there and
I
do
will.
that now.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And you have a great photo.
I do.
This is amazing.
Yeah, the skies were alive this weekend in most areas, but this was taken in Lab City. And Larry Jenkins sent us this beautiful photo of the Northern Lights. That is one thing I miss.
Wow.
I miss seeing them, but it's so great to see those photos. Yeah, so if you have any weather photos that you'd like to share with us, send them to nlphotos@cbc.ca.
It must be a fairly rare sight.
It is, yeah. Normally need a geomagnetic storm.
Oh. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. That's it for us. Have a great evening.
Good night.